Be there Sunday morning. It's Saturday night. Not anymore.
Sunday morning.
Time to wake up and say, what's your name?
It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Charles Osgood.
Mika Brzezinski's assignment, a Sunday profile of X-Files heartthrob David Duchovny, whose new movie, The House of D, stars the always colorful Robin Williams and Duchovny's wife, Tea Leoni. Let's just say a good time was had by all.
Do you believe in the existence of extraterrestrials?
He first broke into the big time on the small screen as Fox Mulder, the sexy alien-hunting FBI agent on the hit show The X-Files. He developed such a cult following that there's even a song about him.
David Duchovny, won't you love me? Won't you love me?
No, I know it.
You know it?
Of course I know it. I just played in the car and I memorized it, and
Oh,
I kind of sang along with it.
really?
And then I realized I better put my window up because I don't want to be seen, singing the David Duchovny song to myself. Action!
Well, David Duchovny's given up alien hunting for now. These days, he finds himself behind the camera as well as in front of it, directing, writing, and starring in his first feature film. It's called The House of D, the story of young Tommy Warshaw's coming of age in New York City in the 70s, as told by his older self, played by David Duchovny. A coming of age and a coming home.
New York was such an important part of the story and a character in the movie that I had to shoot in New York.
The House of D is the Women's House of Detention, an infamous women's prison in the heart of Greenwich Village. Raised in 1973, it's now a beautiful garden.
Which is odd when you think about it, a prison in the middle of the city. Yeah. So the women used to hang out the bars and actually yell at people. And so I always thought, looking back, what a dramatic situation to actually have a random meeting with a prisoner. And that's kind of the genesis of the whole movie.
For David Duchovny, the prison was the perfect metaphor for his film.
For me, that's why it was called House of D, because everybody is in their own house of detention.
Robin Williams plays Pappas, 13-year-old Tommy's best friend, imprisoned by his own limited mental abilities.
You're standing on the plate.
It's like a kid, because they're about similar in mental age. It's also that he's about to lose a friend.
Robin actually wanted to do the teeth and change his ears a little bit. I didn't think he should do the teeth because I didn't want to pay for it. It was a low-budget film.
Okay, you're honest.
Yeah, and I said, I don't want to do the teeth. And he said, well, I want to do the teeth. And I said, well, okay, do the teeth. And then I got the bill for the teeth, and I was outraged because it was way too much.
There better be good teeth in this movie.
Well, I was wrong. He was right.
1984, sometime in the spring, I went from retard to mentally handicapped.
For Robin Williams, half the fun was just being in New York, where, he says, Duchovny's X-Files fame still attracts a crowd.
You're David Duchovny.
Oh, no.
I love you, David Duchovny. This was the great thing about shooting in New York. Hello, David Duchovny. You're on the X-Files. You know that, yeah, with all the aliens and the people and where's Mulder?
I take it he probably gets approached a lot, and with girls, screaming girls. Tea Leoni, David Duchovny's wife in real life, plays Tommy's mother, a woman who's barely holding it together after the death of her husband.
I took some sedative, and I want to go to bed.
It's not a part you might expect a funny and beautiful Hollywood star to want.
Quit hovering over me like a mother hen. You're gonna smother me.
But Tea Leoni says she wanted it and she went after it.
Truth be told, I don't think he had that idea. I think he had his eyes on Meryl Streep, and I knew this, and at some point I had to just ask him. And that's demanding it, because truly, what's he going to do? Say no? I'm sleeping with him. And if he wants to continue in that, line, he'll give me the part.
So you did have an in.
Yeah. This is the first role that I can say I slept with a director to get this part.
For David Duchovny, despite some early mixed reviews, the film itself is a kind of homecoming. Like young Tommy Warshaw in the movie, Duchovny was a bright boy with a scholarship to a private New York City school. Oh my gosh, look at these girls.
I know all their names.
You do? Come on, you don't.
Kathy Gorman, Susan Schaffner, Melissa Feldman.
Are you making this up?
Celeste Shute.
What about parallels to your childhood?
Well, I delivered meat. And
You delivered meat?
And the kid delivered meat. I delivered meat around the village.
But his boyhood dreams had more to do with hoops than Hollywood. He played basketball in high school, which helped him get a scholarship to Princeton. Did you play basketball here? Woo! After that, he went on to graduate school in English at Yale.
So I have what's called an ABD, which is all but dissertation. So I was in the PhD program, and I sat my orals, and I had my thesis topic, but I never wrote it.
He did write and direct several episodes of The X-Files, including this one, starring his wife, Tea Leoni, and friend, Gary Shandling.
There was a quick scene where David and I meet, where I meet Fox Mulder. And that was actually, it was one of the most titillating moments on film. I don't know why, but there was something, because I put all this stuff into it. I thought, I'm going to play Tea Leoni, who has a crush on Fox Mulder. A Tea Leoni pre-David Duchovny, so available to have a crush on Fox Mulder, meeting Fox Mulder and finding him to be the most attractive man. Not at all.
Their whirlwind 6-week romance and secret wedding was big tabloid news in 1997 at the peak of the X-Files craze. The place they chose to get married? Grace Church, his old grade school. Right in this courtyard?
Maybe right where I'm sitting.
Really?
Yeah, no, I think it was over there. It was like a commando thing. Nobody knew about it. There was only 5 people, you know, her parents, my brother, my sister, and my mother. And we just did it.
David Duchovny's mother is something of a legend at the Grace Church School, where she taught for more than 25 years. Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
There's even a wing named after her, the Meg Duchovny Learning Annex. They call it Meg's Egg.
My mother's a beloved teacher. I walk around this neighborhood, which is my neighborhood and the neighborhood of the school. And, you know, people stop me, which I'm used to. But in this neighborhood, they stop me to talk about my mother instead of aliens.
His 8-year marriage to Tea Leoni is something of a legend, too, in that it seems happy and stable and completely without scandal. They have 2 children.
My daughter has him completely wrapped around
Isn't that
her
cute?
finger.
How did having kids change you or your career, or did it?
Maybe the better question is, how has having children not changed you?
Exactly.
And then I could maybe come up with maybe one thing.
Right. Okay, how's it not changed you?
It hasn't changed my sex life.
There you go.
We still like each other.
You still do?
Yeah, we like to be alone. I love to be alone
That's what
with
she
her.
said, but well, I'm not going to get into that. You could ask her what she said to us.
It's more seemly when a woman talks about sex, not when I do.
Can they be that cute? Of course, neither of them will admit to it. The 2 of you are a little too cute.
Yeah, I know. That's the style of that magazine. That's not us. We're not that cute.
Now, however, the body position and everything, David and I hang out like that all the time.
Oh, really?
Yes, we have friends over, and they sit down, and I get on David like this.
Yeah, okay.
And that's how we spend our evening.
And, well, in the words of Robin Williams...
Perfect. I think we have to say that. Let's just use it.
Yeah.
Parfait.
You like to throw it right at my face.
I had 2 older brothers. For now, it all seems to be working, as this former alien hunter heads into new territory, taking a shot at writing, acting, and directing, all at the same time. Oh, very good!
That was a good shot.